Today we will discuss the questions and answers of Amma poem. So without a further delay, let's get started. Answer these questions with reference to the context. 1. Down the stairs of this house where plaster flakes and falls. A. Whose house is it? It is the house of the speaker's grandmother. Why does the plaster flake and fall? The plaster flakes and falls because the house is old and getting worn out over time. C. What does the speaker remember? The speaker remembers spending time with their grandmother in the house, recalling things like summer days, drinks, and how the grandmother moved around the space. Evaluating how soon the past will collapse or how long the present lasts. A. Who is evaluating? The speaker or the grandmother is thinking about how long the memories of the past will last and how much longer the current moments will endure. B. Is the present any better than the past? The poem doesn't directly compare the present to the past in terms of being better or worse. It focuses more on the passing of time and the uncertainty of how long current moments will remain. C. In what sense will the past collapse? The past collapsing means that memories and experiences from the past might fade away or become less vivid over time, gradually losing their significance or impact in the present. Though your collected steps never turn the corner into you in a starched and white sari, the fragrance of soap around you. A. Explain. Collected steps never turn the corner into you. The sound of the grandmother's familiar footsteps can be heard in the house, but she is not physically present or encountered directly. It means that although her presence is felt through her movements, she isn't seen or met in person. B. What can you infer about the person being talked about? The person being discussed is likely the grandmother. Her presence is remembered through the sounds she used to make while moving around the house, but she isn't physically present in the moment described. C. What has happened to the person? The poem doesn't explicitly say what has happened to the grandmother. However, it suggests that she might not be physically present or might have passed away, as her footsteps are heard, but she is not seen wearing her usual attire with the fragrance of soap around her. We answer these questions. 1. Why do the grandmother's footsteps echo? The house might be quiet, which makes her footsteps sound louder as they reverberate through the empty spaces. 2. Why does the grandmother have to wait for monsoons to repair the curtain? She waits for the rainy season to fix the curtains because during the monsoons, she can mend them due to the break from sunny weather when shade is less necessary. 3. What does the speaker remember about summers in his grandmother's house? The speaker remembers enjoying leisurely afternoons, sipping drinks like mango or lemon, surrounded by familiar scents and flavors like khas and watermelon crescents. 4. What has changed about the house though the speaker says, nothing has changed? Despite saying nothing has changed, certain things like missing curtains and the house's deteriorating condition suggest changes over time. 5. What is the significance of the last line of the poem? The last line indicates the disappearance or removal of the curtains, symbolizing the passage of time and potentially hinting at the fleeting nature of memories and life. 6. What do we learn about the grandmother from this poem? The grandmother moves slowly due to arthritis, remembers the house well, and is associated with scents like soap. She wears a starched white sari and symbolizes tradition and constancy. 7. Explain the line, through the intimate emptiness of its rooms and hall. It describes feeling close and familiar within the empty spaces of the house despite their emptiness, emphasizing a sense of intimacy within that emptiness. 8. Character sketch of Amma using clues from the poem. Amma is portrayed as a steady, tradition-bound figure who moves slowly due to arthritis. She recalls the house vividly, has scents associated with her, like soap, and wears a starched white sari. Amma seems resilient and embodies a connection to the past amidst the changing times.